Hi there and welcome to another FL Studio tutorial. In this tutorial I will do a full breakdown of a recent track that I've made called Emotions. I think I will do this video in two parts, where in part 1 I will go over the kick, the sub and all the percussion that I've used, and in part 2 I will do all the synths used and the pods that I've used in the track. So let's get this thing going and listen to the track first. Okay, so before we start the making of the track, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. So let's dive into the track, starting with the basic foundation of the track, the kick drum. The kick I'm using is a medium long 909 type of kick. Let's have a look at the waveform of the kick. Some people prefer to let the sub bass come through more. If you want this, you can make the kick a little bit shorter by cutting off the tail or fading it out, and you will hear more of the sub. I like to keep it like it was. Next, let's find out what key the kick is in. To do this, you can simply open up the free span plugin and check the main frequency of the kick. As we can see here, the kick is in G with the main frequency around 49 to 50 Hz, but actually that doesn't really matter too much to me. I made the rest of the track in C minor, and since the G note is in the C minor scale, it will usually sound good together, but most important is to let your ears decide if it sounds good or not. I did some slight EQing on the kick. First of all, I removed all frequencies below 35 or 30 Hz, because you can't hear them anyway, and they can still mess up your mix when you don't cut them. The second EQ I used to make the kick and the sub bass go better together. Since my sub is in C, taking in the space around 65 Hz, I cut those frequencies in the kick so that they do not interfere. Now, over to the sub bass, which is a very simple basic sub bass I made in a Bassmaster plugin. You can make this kind of a sub in any synth available, also in the native FL Studio 3X oscillator. Really nothing special here. Next, I added in a clap that you can hear in the background. I put an EQ on it and cut off the low end. I added an echo buoy to add some echo to it. Let's hear the kick, sub and clap together. Next, I added in some percussion using the FL Studio drum pad, just using built-in samples. I added some delay and reverb to them. One thing to note is that I put the wet knob all the way up and the dry knob all the way down. That way, you can't hear the actual sample, but only the delay of the sample. I also added a little bit of reverb, but not too much. As you can see, the wet signal is only set to 4%. Starts to sound like a good beginning, doesn't it? I added in another percussive sound with some reverb. Here's the sound without effect and with effect. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh yes, a shaker. I just put some echo on it and some reverb. And then there's one more thing. It's actually a simple one-hit tom, but it sounds a lot cooler with an echo buoy on top of it. I usually start off with one of their presets, and then I customize it a bit into what I think sounds good in the track I'm making. So, I think this is kind of it for the first part of the track breakdown. In the second part, I will go over all the synths used in the track. If you have any questions or requests, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below. I'm also thinking about making the full FL Studio project file including all used samples available on my website. Let me know your thoughts on it and what you guys think would be a fair price to ask for it. Let me know in the comments below. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, it means a lot to me. See you next time. Bye.